You have just tuned into the Lady O Show, and I'm excited tonight because we have an awesome leader and pastor here. His name is Overseer Southers. He pastors the Salt Nation Ministries, and he's here. First of all, before we get started, I just want to share a little bit of information about him. He has been pastoring for about 7 years. He's an awesome leader. Right now, he's pastoring in the Windsor Mills area, Lord Baltimore Drive, and I believe that address is 2040F Lord Baltimore Drive. That's Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21244. And we want to enjoy him on tonight. I'm going to have him to introduce himself, and then we're going to be sharing some information. He's doing some great things in that area. So we're going to actually now let him introduce himself.
Hey, how are you? My name is Kenyon Southers. I just go by Kenyon Southers. It's fine. I'm an overseer in the Lord's Church. I do appreciate this opportunity. Born and raised in Baltimore, Edmondson Avenue, Edmondson Village area. I was raised by a sanctified grandmother, and this is what come out of it.
So let me ask you a few questions, Pastor, while we have you here on this evening. I noticed that when I was in your service on Sunday, you have an awesome ministry of music ministry.
Yes.
And just share with me a little bit the age group and how have you gathered that information to bring out an awesome, I was just overwhelmed with excitement, the young people playing.
Yes. Well, it's a good thing. I believe that the young people, they are the church of today. I think so many of us sometimes focus on killing the young people, but I think it's great to have them to be a part of your ministry because they grow with us. Now, it's nothing like an older standard, but it's also good to teach the young ones an older standard.
What I admire about you, too, you got right in with the young people. They were excited. It was a lot of energy. I noticed that they were really key target into the spirituality of the ministry itself. So do you have prayer with them? What are some of the concepts you do working with your young people in the music?
Well, the first thing is you have to gain their trust by being honest and being real with them. You can't play as if you're greater than they are, because we can pray and pray, but if they don't trust us, they'll never release what we need in order to help them. We do pray with them. We have shut-ins. We do so much with the young people. We share with them. We break them up in youth teams and allow them to operate church the way that they see fit without boxing them in. We're a church without walls, church out of the box, and God has favored us. If you win the men and win the children, you got the family.
You got the family. I noticed another thing about your ministry when I was there on Sunday. Again, they were all engaged into the ministry, and I noticed that even when you were ministering yourself, you were just really effective. I like your ministry because it looked like it's radical.
Oh, it's absolutely
the right
radical.
Word?
Yes, it
Would
is
that be
radical.
The right word?
Absolutely.
I mean, it gives energy. Now, listen, out here in Radio Land, I'm almost 60 years old, but I tell you, I leaped with excitement to see all the energy. So let's give Overseer Southers a round of applause for a great, awesome ministry that he has out there in the Windsor Mills area. So share a little bit more about some great things that are coming up in the ministry. Again, I want to just put, before I ask you this question, again, you were pastoring for 7 years, but what led you into the pastoring piece?
Well, I actually served for many years before pastoring. I wasn't one of these pastors that got mad at a pastor and started a church. I was actually placed into a church by the leader that I served for over 8 to 10 years. I pushed and served and pushed him to the place I think God had for him. And once he was at the place he's supposed to be, then he released me.
Excuse me, we're going to take a phone call at this time. Excuse me, is this call maybe possibly a question for you?
Sure.
So sure. Hello, this is the Lady O Show. How can I help you? Hello, are you out there?
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We're doing fine, great. Who is this calling in?
This is Stacy Diggs from Salt Nation Church and Ministry.
Oh, awesome. Were you calling to give your pastor a shout out? Awesome. How can we
Yeah, I
help
was
you?
calling to tell him how proud of him I was.
Wow. Now, you know what? Now, that's one of the young people. Okay, give me your full name.
Stacy Diggs.
Stacy Diggs, nice having you call in. And yes, we are very proud of your leader, your pastor. He's an awesome man of God in the Windsor Mills area, and he has great destiny on his life. And we're excited to be a part of what's going on in that area. So, you want to say anything to your pastor? Anything extra?
No, I just wanted to call and let him know that I love him and that we're supporting him and everything that he does.
Great. Let's give him a hand clap with that.
Love you, Stacey.
Beautiful. I know you feel really good about that. One of your permissioners calling in just to let you know that she's happy and proud of you as a leader.
That's
so that
awesome.
says a lot about who you are as a person.
Yes, that's awesome to have them take time to call in.
Great. That's great. So we were on, you was actually sharing with me some of the great things that are coming up or going on out there in the ministry where you are.
Yes, it's amazing what God's been doing. 7 years, we have 2 locations, and God just allow us to launch another church in Arizona, Phoenix,
Give him a
Arizona.
hand. Woo!
Phoenix, Arizona.
Awesome.
God is doing some great things. He's expanding us all over. So
Isn't that
that's an
great?
awesome testimony.
I'm just so proud of you. I'm telling you because the great things that God is opening for you. Now, listen, I remember you before you became a pastor.
Right, many years ago.
Many years ago. I think at that time you was evangelizing.
Yes.
And I admired you back then as an awesome man of God, very respectful. You carried yourself so well.
Thank you.
I believe destiny was attached to your life even back then for
Yes.
such a time as this now.
Well,
So,
I thank God you supported me for many years. I thank
Many
God for your
years.
show. This is awesome. You and your wonderful husband.
Thank
awesome
you.
people.
Yes, Pastor Cornelius James is actually here in the studio on
Yes, he is.
tonight,
Yes, he
and he
is.
hasn't been feeling well, but we celebrate him and appreciate him for bringing me out on this evening to support this great man that's also a pastor. Like I said, for over 7 years, we're actually here interviewing Pastor Souther's overseer. He has over 40 churches.
Yes,
Share with a
yes.
little bit about that, too.
Well, that's amazing. It's 40 churches, but it's also mixing with parachurch ministries, which means there's businesses and everything attached. My vision was to have a directory.
Excuse me, I believe we have some calls coming in. You know what? We have
Oh,
a
they're
celebrity
coming
in the studio on tonight. Hello, you have reached the Lady O Show.
Hi, this is Elder Deborah McDonald from Salt Nation Church and Ministry.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in. Would you like to say something about your pastor, your leader on this evening?
I would like to say that he has led us in an amazing way, and he just continues to inspire and to grow ministry all over the world.
Wow, that says a lot all over the world. Let's just celebrate him right now and appreciate him and give him a standing ovation of a clap.
Yes.
We are saluting him on tonight, an honorable man
God.
of God. This is very heart-touching on tonight to hear that some of your permissioners are calling in. I believe we have another call. Thank you for calling in. That was it. Okay, so back to you. I'm sorry. I just want to get your permissioners in because it's very important that they know out there in Radio Land, because we're worldwide, that they can hear that you have your members celebrating you on tonight
that's
as
awesome.
well.
I
So that's
appreciate that.
awesome. So we appreciate you. But again, you were sharing with us just how the ministry, pastoring, then you have the churches. So just give us some information.
Well, this is I came up with a solution for a lot of smaller churches. What happens is normally smaller churches come about and they don't have the assistance they need from others. So what I decided to do was start a movement, a Salt Nation Covenant movement. It started out with 4 people. God has favored us to have 40 ministries now. It's to the place where we have a directory, and whatever you need in the directory, you can go into the directory and have them assist. For example, if your musicians don't show, you can go through the Salt Nation Covenant Movement directory and get a musician that's connected to the Salt Nation Movement, and they'll come out and play for you without a fee. We do different things to push other ministries. If you're a smaller ministry, under us.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the phone
Excuse
again.
me, a phone call again. I'm telling you, we got a celebrity in here in the studio tonight.
Oh,
Hello,
man.
this is the Lady O Show. How may I help you? Hello? We may have lost them. Okay, that's all right. Keep on sharing about your information.
So they basically, we all joined together. We have salons, businesses, we have music groups, all kinds of people, not just limited to churches, because we're in a season now where it's about the marketplace. God has pushed us to the marketplace, not to the church house.
So, excuse me, right there, you said the marketplace. Kind of emphasize on that for me, the marketplace. What makes your ministry so different from others of the traditional piece? But now, what are you bringing?
Well, I think I'm bringing a different flavor. I mean, we're salt in the earth. I bring a different flavor to the point where it is not about just the four walls of a church. It's about the world, period. It's about the marketplace. It's about reaching people that's never been into a church. But the truth be told, we are the church. It's not about the building. And I think people emphasize too much on the building and meanwhile pushing people out from the church. We are a marketplace ministry, a ministry without walls. Our assignment is to the earth, not to the church. So I think that's one of the greatest parts of our ministry. We build, and we build by believing in people that others don't believe in. I consider my church the last chance church.
And why do you say that, Pastor?
The last chance church because I have everything in my church. I got people that swung on poles and now dancing for Jesus.
Let's give him a hand on that. Wait a minute, I like the swinging on pole. Give him a hand. I need a clap on that one.
Man.
See, now listen, that's awesome. So you're not stereotyping people out there.
Oh, no.
You can come in and be changed.
Absolutely. I strive on change. The only one that can change is God himself. People cannot change you. And I think we need to stop force feeding the gospel and start living the gospel. And people will change from how we live and not what we say.
Exactly.
And so God has favored me to have people from all genres. I mean, people, I'd say what happens is they go to other churches and they get looked at different because they don't look like somebody or they don't dance like somebody. In my church, they come and they feel comfortable because God wants us to win everybody.
Exactly. Excuse me. We have a phone call, the Lady O Show. Hello, the Lady O Show.
Hello, how you doing?
How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Now, who am I speaking to on tonight?
This is Dan Butler.
And Danny Butler, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Columbia, Maryland.
All right. So are you here in regard calling for your pastor?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. This is just so quick. Am I on the radio right now?
You're absolutely on the radio right now. So enjoy yourself.
Oh,
We're
my
gonna make you comfortable.
That was just so sudden. I'm so sorry.
Make you nervous. You fine. You want to give a shout out to your pastor?
I do. Just want to tell him how much I appreciate him. And I'm just so thankful that he became a part of my life. It's been a long time, or a while since I've seen him. But, yeah, I'm kind of shaking right now because you kind of caught me off guard with being But I just wanted to tell him that, I appreciate him for stepping into my life and into my family's life because he has really been an inspiration. And I'm proud that God has set him to be where he is.
Great.
And I just want to let him know that I love him and I appreciate him for who he is. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
God
Butler.
bless.
We appreciate you too. God
Love you,
bless
Diana.
you. We need to take a break at this time. The Lady O Show will be
All right.
right back at you. Thank you.
It's time for a flashback.
To the lawn party.
You're in the wrong place because I don't live in the hood. That's not me. You talk about the projects, and I'm not even from there.
Ain't nothing wrong with the project.
I'm not from there.
Your president came from the project.
And look where we at.
Whoa. Back up. Hey, whoa, stop. Freeze. That's an insult to me. Damn it. That's an insult to me. That's an insult to
you
me.
can't take the streets everywhere you go.
But
Come
guess
on.
what? You know what? Sometimes the damn streets do come in handy. I can
Ain't
throw on
working.
my damn suit, put on my suspenders, put on my white socks and shoes, and act like them. But damn it, when they step out line, suspenders coming off,
And that might be the
my pants
problem.
gonna
Maybe it's
drop
that
down to my
he didn't pull the streets out yet.
Hey.
He didn't pull them out and put them on display.
I told
He's
you
still
what
trying
he
to
need
play
do.
in their game.
Once this is all over,
But see,
when he
he
step
can't.
on that
It's not too
helicopter-
much he can do. But I told you, December 1st.
we already said
December
December
31st.
Hey, we,
That's his time to shine.
That's
You
right.
better
Tell
come
them
out
all.
there.
You know what?
better
Y'all
just
kiss me.
walk up to the podium with a robe on.
It's some flip flops. And go back to smoking his damn cigarettes.
And when they take that picture for his 44th, when he becomes,
There you go.
and they put him on the little thing around the White House, and his as the 44th president, he better have a cigar and his robe on with a white tee.
Check out Let's Talk each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on BExposedRadio.com.